to start just telling you a little bit about me. I started with T25 in August of 2013, and I actually ordered the program while I was sitting at the bar while my husband was getting drunk in San Diego. And it was just something, we were avid weightlifters, and so it wasn't ever at home workout. It was always weightlifting, bench pressing, all that stuff. And so I was ready for some cardio. I knew I was missing something with my workouts. And I saw my coach posting a picture with her and Shaun T and this T25 and talking about a 25-minute fitness. And I was like, well, I'm not a home workout person, but 25 minutes, okay, I'll do it. So I ordered it, and she didn't force me with a challenge pack. She didn't even talk about Shakeology. And at that time, we were avid Isagenix drinkers, and she posted a couple days later after I ordered T25, she posted a 10-day Shakeology challenge. And I was like, well, 10 days, let me try something new. And my husband was like, why fix something that isn't broken? And I was like, well, I've done my research. I'm going to try it. And I fell in love with Shakeology, and I stopped drinking Isagenix, and I started drinking Shakeology. I loved how it made me feel. I loved the energy. I wasn't bloated. So that's how I got started. I am a newlywed. I was married last July 7th of 2014. I am married to a football coach. So I am the wife of a football coach. This time of year is crazy busy, and actually the season just ended last week. He is a Division II wide receivers coach, and right now downstairs he's making his recruiting calls while I'm up here doing this call. And with football, this season is crazy, but this time of year it's changed. And with marrying a football coach, you stay about 3 years in one place, and you're constantly moving. And I was a teacher before we got married. And once we got married, he took a job about 2 hours away from where I was teaching, and he wanted me to move with him. And we really sat down, and I searched and searched and searched for teaching jobs. And in the Pittsburgh area, I couldn't find one. I probably applied to 75 schools and heard nothing from people. So the day after our wedding, my husband looked at me and said, stop looking. I want you to go full into Beachbody. It scared the crap out of me because he took a $15,000 pay cut, and he wanted me to pretty much take a $40,000 pay cut without the teaching salary. It scared the crap out of me. I'm an introvert. I am not someone that is going to go out and just talk, and be all Miss Social. That's just not me. And so when he told me, go full into Beachbody, because it is my passion, it scared me. But it was the fire that needed to be lit under me. And so I've been coaching for a little over 2 years, but honestly, I think it was that moment when I went full into Beachbody that really pushed me and lit the fire. So he says I've only been coaching for a year because I've been only doing it for full time for a year. And with teaching, it was really just a hobby for me at that time. So let's get into the heart of this. Enough about me. Tonight's topic is going to be about blinders up, head down. And so my first question for you is, how many of you set a goal this year? We're coming to the end, and we're in the fourth quarter, and a lot of people say this is the push. And if you're someone that's pushing for elite, if you're someone that's pushing for premier, you know how stressful this time of year is. And if you were someone that was pushing for, the bonus, it had to have been last week. So did you accomplish it? And if you didn't, how do you feel? But if you did accomplish that, how do you feel? Take time, think about it. When we set a goal, we get really excited for it, and then sometimes when we don't hit it, we're crushed. But now what? Just because you didn't hit that goal, just because you didn't accomplish elite, or, hitting that star diamond, or being able to get that bonus, or just hitting diamond, it's okay. Because you don't hit a goal doesn't mean you have to stop. Doesn't mean you need to quit, and it doesn't mean you should be giving up. What you do today from this moment forward is what is going to matter. So, if you did not hit elite, if you didn't hit that bonus, if you didn't hit your goal, it's okay to set a timer. Set a timer for a minute. Set a timer for 2 minutes and let yourself feel disappointed. Scream, cry, punch a pillow, do what you need to do. But once that timer goes off, you need to let those feelings go. You need to throw them out the window, and you need to be okay with not hitting that status. I'll be honest, guys, my goal was to hit elite. My goal was to hit 5-star diamond. I'm 3-star, and I have 2 that are very close. But it didn't happen. And it was a real struggle for me. And I really had to sit down and talk to myself about it and say that it was okay that I didn't hit it. And it's not something that I'm going to go hide under a hole and just pout about it. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to let it light another fire, because I want to have my team be elite. And so it's something that now I'm going to just fuel my fire, and we are going to be an elite team next year. I'm going to learn from this and take those feelings that I don't like, and I'm going to use them to fuel me. So that's what I want you to do. Use those feelings to fuel you. Get out there and congratulate those people that did hit elite, that did hit a goal that they were waiting for to hit. Don't hold any grudges. Don't be upset with anyone, because it's only going to end up hurting yourself. A little quote that I have here is, never give up, never lose hope. Always have faith. It allows you to cope. Trying times will pass, as they always do. Just have patience. Your dreams will come true. So put on a smile. You'll live through your pain. Know it will pass, and strength you will gain. So guys, blinders up. What do I mean by blinders up? This business can be really hard. And when I mean it can be really hard, I mean the comparison issue. We are all going after a goal of just helping people, but we also set goals in our business. And there are people that we compare our journey to theirs, which we shouldn't, because remember, we all start somewhere different. Don't compare yourself to the top coach. Don't compare yourself to someone that started exactly the same time you did. And don't compare yourself to someone that started after you that's more successful. We all have our own journey. We all have people that we are focusing on, that we are helping. We have a niche. We have people that are relying on us. And sometimes it's just going to take our people a little bit longer to see. But it doesn't mean that you should compare yourself and get down and say that you aren't successful, that you'll never make it, that, using someone else's success as your excuse of why you aren't. Don't allow yourself to do that. Don't allow excuses to come up either when you're comparing yourself. You need to put your blinders up. And what I mean is, don't compare yourself. We follow top coaches, but set a time. Put your blinders up and focus on your business. Don't focus on their business. Don't focus on what they're doing constantly. You need to just put your blinders up, especially this time of year when people are hitting elite, when people are popping diamonds like there's no tomorrow. It's okay that you're not. Put your head down and focus on, why didn't you? What happened? What went wrong in your business that you didn't do it? It's really easy to get caught up in this journey and this life and spending time wishing we were someone else, wishing we had what they had. Don't, because it's not going to get you anywhere in this business. You need to just be happy with each step and each progress that you make. And it's really hard sometimes to look back and say, I was here at January 2014, and look where I've come now in January 2015. You need to really stop sometimes and just be proud of how far you've come in your business within the last 11 months, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years. Be you and be unapologetically you. This sometimes is hard, and this is another thing that really holds us back. And so when I talk about blinders being put up, I don't just mean put your blinders up and stop comparing yourself to other coaches. You know, we're in a business that we're helping others, and we're constantly out there on Facebook. Every soul out there, no matter how hard you try, just it's not for everyone. But when those people do, can you guys still hear me? Am I back now? Okay, I'm back now. All right. So you can't be upset about people caring, people talking about you. So remember what Dr. Seuss said. He said it best. Those that matter don't mind, and those that mind don't matter. So one thing that I do, and this is just a solution and this is just a suggestion for you, is that give yourself, set time in your planner, set time aside in your day for about 10 to 15 minutes. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes and follow those coaches that you really truly like. Follow, if you connect with Lindsay Matway, take those 10, 15 minutes and check out her page and what she's posting about. And, get ideas. Don't steal any of the posts, but just see what the coaches that you like and what you relate to, what they're doing. But as soon as your timer goes off, stop. And as soon as you start feeling down and that you're not good enough and you're never going to make it and they're so much better than you, shut your phone off. Shut off the computer, shut it down, whatever it is, because you are good enough. You can do this. And so don't compare yourself. When you go to look and follow those coaches that you really truly relate to, you're following them to see what they're doing and getting ideas off of. You're not there to compare. So heads down. This business is not always easy, but it is truly, truly simple. How to finish the year out strong. You want to lead from the front. You want to be consistent. You need to stay positive and recruiting. So what do I mean by leading from the front? You are the leader of your team. Whether it's one person on your team or 500, you are the leader. You need to be leading by example. You need to be consistent. You need to stay positive. You need to believe in your team and believe in their growth. Whether it is slower, whether it's faster, whatever, you need to believe in their growth. And sometimes it does take coaches longer, but you need to continue to believe in them and give them the confidence that a lot of them are lacking. You need to be doing the 3 vital behaviors. Brigitte Linford said it during one of the videos I was watching of her. She had said that you need to literally give your coaches everything. Stop and think. Your coaches aren't you. They're not going to run with the business and do all the research themselves. And that's okay. You need to hand them everything, from the invites that you do, from the emails that you send. You need to give them all the scripts so that they can be successful. You're their leader. You're leading from the front. You've made the mistakes. You know what works. You know what doesn't work. And so you need to be handing them all the materials to use. And those coaches are either going to take it and they're going to use it, or they're not. But you need to know that you've given them everything possible to make them successful, because not everyone is a go-getter like you. Number 2 is consistency. We all know this. We all hear it preached. This is my big preach with my coaches every single Sunday night. There are 3 things you must do every day so that you can finish this year out strong and that you benefit from the New Year's resolution effect. Lindsay talked about it 2 weeks ago on the Bombshell call. You're hearing other coaches talk about it. You're hearing coaches post their pictures of their New Year's resolution effect from, going from $100 average a week, and in 3 months they're going to $500 average a week. So how do you benefit from that? What do I mean by consistency? It's the 3 vital behaviors, guys, and being proof the product works. You need to start a program from day 1 to day 21, from day 1 to day 60, from day 1 to day 90. You need to follow that program to a T. Follow the eating plan. It's that time of year, so we are going to have a lot of built-in cheat days. But show people that you're at least maintaining your weight, that you're going to be able to fit into your jeans on day 1, and on New Year's Day, you're going to fit into them and feel perfectly fine. So you need to be doing a program every day. You need to be sharing it with them. Don't pick a program and stop halfway and start doing random things, because people aren't going to believe the product works then. They need to see that you do, P90X from day 1 to day 90. They want to see those results. This time of year, it's great to do 21-day fix, because you can start it after Thanksgiving and finish it before Christmas. So you need to be proof the product works. And not just working out every day, you need to be sharing your journey. You need to be sharing your transformation. From day 1 to day 7, you gained muscle in your arms, whatever, but you need to be talking about it. You need to let your audience, your niche, know what you're doing and how it's working. You also need to be sharing about your Shakeology, especially if you're a new coach, because people aren't going to jump on that bandwagon. They're going to think, oh, if you're not drinking Shakeology and you're telling me I have to, I'm not doing it. It probably doesn't work. It probably tastes horrible. 2 years into the business, and I still every single day will post about Shakeology. And I don't just post a picture of me and say, tastes good. I talk about it. Some days I talk about what it does for me. Some days I pick out an ingredient and talk about it. I have celiac disease. I have to do everything gluten-free, grain-free. And so Shakeology has become my best friend, and I really hit that on the head at least once a week, because, it's not certified gluten-free, but it is gluten-free. And it has really helped me and my body with the deficiencies that it's gone through without getting the proper nutrition that I wasn't getting before. Number 2, invite. And that, and Beachbody says it 3 times, not to stress it, but to tell you the 3 different ways. And so this is really key this time of year. You might be hearing crickets. And I tell my team, it's okay if you're hearing crickets. You still need to be inviting. Don't give up. Don't stop, because you're putting it out there. You're that little bird that's in those people's head now that you've invited, and they're watching you, and they want to see you successful, and they want to see you stick through it, through Thanksgiving and through Christmas. And because you invited them maybe in November and you didn't hear anything from them, they're watching, and they're going to come to you, and they're going to be part of your New Year's resolution effect. And so you can't not invite because you're hearing crickets. You need to step up your invite, and you need to continue to invite. And not just to the challenge groups. They're the easiest ones, I think, to invite to. You're just inviting someone on the journey to join your fitness group, to join your 21-day fix group, whatever you're running. It's easy. The hard one that I find is inviting to the coaching opportunity. And I really struggled with it for the longest time to invite people, because I was scared. When I first started, I didn't invite anyone to the coaching opportunity because it scared me. I had no clue what I was doing. Why was I going to invite someone else to join the journey? But guess what? Coaching has changed my life. It has changed my husband's life. It has changed my parents' life. And I'm doing a disservice if I don't invite people to the coaching opportunity. And so now I invite everyone. I don't look at someone and say, oh, you make 6 figures, you don't need it. Oh, you're a stay-at-home mom, your husband makes 10 figures, you don't need Beachbody. Yes, everybody needs it. Whether they're a stay-at-home mom, whether they make 6 figures, whether they're a teacher, whether they're a football coach, whether they are 300 pounds, whether they're 90 pounds, everybody needs Beachbody. Whether it's the challenge group, or if it's a fitness group, or if it's the coaching opportunity. Don't stop yourself from inviting someone because you don't think they need it. They do. Everybody needs this opportunity in their life. And the last one is personal development, guys. And this one I feel is one that coaches lack on the most. It's one they stop doing, especially when they get busy, especially this time of year. And to me, personal development is the most important one. Why? Because I'm an introvert. Getting out there and talking to people and inviting people, it scares the crap out of me. I am one that can just stay at home all day long in a little shell and be okay. But you can't with this business. And so personal development has brought me out of my shell. It has taught me to be a leader. It has taught me that it's okay to fail. It has helped me in more ways than I ever thought it would. And I was a teacher before I even started Beachbody, and doing personal development for school was enough for me. I thought the books were boring, let alone picking up a book and reading it that I thought was like information and boring. I wasn't doing that. I was a James Patterson, just let me read those books all day long, I'm good. My husband kept trying to get me to read Think and Grow Rich, and I was like, I'm not reading that boring book. I became a Beachbody coach. I earned the free call with Carl Zeichler, and he talked about Think and Grow Rich. So what book do you think I picked up? I picked up Think and Grow Rich, and my husband's like, why are you reading that now? Oh, because Carl Zeichler said so. Yeah, and now I don't put personal development down. I started out with 10 minutes a day. That's all I could afford, but I did it. And now I read at least 1 to 2 chapters. I'm a slow reader, so sometimes it can take me up to an hour to read, but that's okay. I love personal development. So, I talk about reading because I'm a teacher. I'm an old-fashioned school. I like to pick up a book. I like the smell of it. But there are so many other ways to get personal development in. You can count the calls. You can count the National Wake Up Calls. Podcasts. I love listening to Chalene Johnson. There are so many ways, so many things out there that you can be listening to if you're not reading. Third, you need to be staying positive, especially this time of year. Issues are going to come up, guys. People are going to quit. People are going to tell you no. You're going to hear crickets. Shipments are going to be delayed. Because if you go in and, Beachbody just makes me so mad and I can't believe this, your customers are going to feel the same way. They're going to react the same way. They're going to get upset. They're not going to want to continue with Shakeology. They're not going to want to keep their package. And your coaches are going to feel the same way. So no matter how frustrated you get with Beachbody, don't let your coaches show it. Keep positive. Let your coaches know that, this happens. Be glad that it's not you having to handle the programs and send them out. Beachbody does it for you. You're saving so much money. So always find the positive. Always look on the brighter side. And don't let those little things get you down. You need to stay positive, especially this time of month, guys. Our thoughts are powerful, not just with situations that are going to happen, but, we sit there and say a lot of the times you hear this time of the year is slow, this time of the year is hard. And honestly, when you think that, if you allow yourself to accept that and think it, guess what? It's going to be hard. It's going to be slow. What you think is what happens. And honestly, I allowed myself to think that in September. I kept saying, oh, it's just a slow month. Oh, it's just a slow month. And guess what, guys? It literally turned out to be a slow month for me. I don't know what it was. My thoughts just took over my body. And I just kept saying, it's a slow month, it's a slow month. I usually hit Success Club 15, if not higher. And I literally ended the month, September 30th, with 10. And that was my goal. I was not giving up. And so I was talking to my mentor, and he just kept encouraging me. And instead of just saying, oh, if it happens, fabulous. If not, it's okay. No. I dug my heels in, and I got to work. And in September, I invited 600 people because my goal was to help 10. And because I kept telling myself it was a hard month, I had to keep pushing. So don't tell yourself it's a hard month. Tell your month this month is going to rock, that you are going to help those 5 people, that you are going to help those 3 people. Whatever your goal is, tell yourself that you are going to do it, that you are Success Club, that you are successful this month. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. Don't let your mind say you can't when you can. If you tell yourself you can, you will. So you have to have positive beliefs. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your team, and you have to believe in the future. And the last one is recruiting, guys. This is the time of year to get coaches on board. Lindsay talked about this 2 weeks ago, and this is the time you want to be talking about the New Year's resolution effect to everybody and really talk it up to those people that are on the edge of becoming a coach. Let them know this is the time to sign up, to get your feet wet with the coaching business, to learn the basics, and then dive in and feel the effects of what the New Year's can bring. And that's really what I am preaching with my new coaches, and it's what I'm preaching with those coaches that are contemplating on, do I sign up now or should I just wait for the new year? I tell them, don't wait for the new year, because you want to help people in the new year. You don't want to just be signing up and learning how to sign people up and learning about the business. And honestly, I'm not even putting my coaches into a coach camp these next 2 months. What I've done with my brand new coaches is I've made a modified bat. And I have just put 4 things on my bat. The first one is work out, post about it. Drink Shakeology, post about it. Connect with 3 people, read personal development. Those are the 4 things I'm having my brand new coaches do. I want them to get used to posting, because I really feel that once you get the habit of posting your workouts and posting your Shakeology and reading your personal development, then you can add in the coach camp and the next step and how to invite and talk about challenge groups. These next 2 months, I just want my coaches in challenge groups. I want them working on their posting, working on just connecting with people that maybe they haven't connected with in a while, and starting to form new relationships with them. These coaches that you're going to be signing these next 2 months, they're going to be your diamonds next year. You want to build that solid foundation for them. So don't stop and say, oh yeah, they're right, they shouldn't sign up till the new year. Dig your heels in and really talk up the New Year's resolution effect, because let me tell you, it is awesome. It is amazing, and it's such a great feeling to see where you were and where the New Year's has brought you, because you dug in and you continued to invite, you continued to recruit, you continued to stay positive, you continued to work out, you continued to drink your Shakeology, no matter how much turkey you wanted to eat, no matter how much stuffing there was, no matter how many cookies, no matter how many parties, no matter how many drinks, you still stuck with your program and still allowed yourself to enjoy all those fun foods. So just a couple quotes that I want to read that I really felt hit home with putting your head down and putting your blinders up. Opportunity is a series of doors. We go through one to find the next one. The more doors we go through, the greater potential we have for making a difference. And that's John C. Maxwell, and I absolutely love him. And it's true, guys. Just because one door opens for our opportunity, sometimes we walk through it and we're not happy with it. And we're like, oh, forget this, I'm not doing it. Continue on. Keep going, because that door is just part of the opportunity that is awaiting you. So don't ever give up, and don't just stop because the door that you walked through wasn't what you were expecting. Opportunity isn't just one door. It's going to be many doors, especially with coaching and throughout this journey that you have. Another favorite author of mine, it doesn't matter what you know, what you've accomplished, or what you think you can't do. The only thing that matters is what you choose to do now. And then Darren Hardy does a Darren Daily. If you don't receive it every day, definitely log or Google Darren Daily and sign up for his emails. Every day he'll shoot you a video that's no more than 5 minutes, and he just talks about tips for the business, tips for life. And today's was talking about recruiting. And I really felt that this was a great call to action at the end of his. And it said that passion, that's what you want to find in yourself and what you are looking for when you recruit others into your business. So be passionate. Have an opinion. Have energy about you. Bring a steadfast passion into every room you enter, every call that you are on, and every conversation you have. Today, fire up your passion and bring it with you everywhere you go. Just for today, try walking, talking, and living with a white-hot burning passion. So you guys, this is how I end every Sunday night call with my team. The new year is 38 days away. Don't stop. Don't ride it out. Don't give up, and don't get frustrated with yourself because maybe you didn't hit that goal, because maybe you are hearing crickets. If you want 2016 to come in with a bang, stay consistent these next 38 days. Don't give up. And so the teacher in me always has a call to action. And so tonight, your call to action is to commit. Commit to these next 38 days. Commit to being consistent. Commit to doing the 3 vital behaviors. Commit to not giving up, not giving in. Commit to recruiting new coaches. Commit to leading from the front. Commit to staying positive. Commit to being the example that people want to see. And commit to not allowing your excuses to take over these next 38 days. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on the call. It has truly been a privilege, and I'm so glad that I got to share all the knowledge that I've learned from the top coaches and from being on these calls. It might have sounded repetitive, but I've learned from all the top coaches, and I'm just so thankful that Lindsay Matway gives us the opportunity every Monday night to get on and listen to someone and hear about their business. So thank you so much.